are you? My name is Layne, and today we're gonna talk about something called values. But really, I'm in the process of creating a new life for myself in a way. And through this journey, I'm coming to understand what things are actually important to me. And I'm learning that it's within my power to become a better person and not be a victim of my consequences. So with this in mind, I began to think about values and giving myself values to reach my goals of self-growth. Something that pushes me toward this is that when I look back at myself a year from now, I want to be really proud of the person that I'm becoming. The values that I chose to focus on really highlight attributes that I feel like I need to work on. The first value is reflection and clarity. Reflection/clarity. I'm realizing the importance of stopping and thinking about my emotions and analyzing my thoughts. If I'm feeling a negative emotion, I really try and boil down that feeling and try to understand what's causing it. Because there's usually a deeper rooted issue. Then once I analyze it, I can take steps toward changing those feelings. It's basically just about not living on autopilot and not acting on pure emotion and impulse. Something that really helps me with this is talking to someone, because sometimes bouncing your thoughts off of another person can be really validating. And sometimes when you voice those thoughts, you actually realize how delusional they sound when you say them out loud. The second value is authenticity. By this, I just generally meaning living and acting comfortably in your own skin. This means not changing the way I act around certain people, being open and honest about how I'm feeling, making sure that my social media isn't just a pretentious highlight reel, and just keeping it real. I've really struggled with identity for the past few months, and this value is meant to combat that. And so with authenticity, you can really just show the good, the bad, the in-between, and find your comfortable self. My third value is dignity. The best way that I've implemented this one into my life is with boys. This one's really just about knowing my worth and not lowering my standards. It's really about evaluating toxic relationships, toxic friendships, things that just aren't good for you, and kind of pushing them out. The fourth value is accountability. This one really helps strengthen your personal life and your career life. It's about not canceling things and not going back on your word and getting things done on time. And it causes you to become a more trustworthy person, and then you don't get labeled a flake. And you kind of feel better about yourself too. My last value is compassion. Something that I found in my struggle with sense of self is that showing compassion is a surefire way to just get out of your head. When I'm feeling completely lost, sometimes calling a friend or writing a nice message or getting a gift for someone really kind of just brings you back and centers you and reminds you what's important. And I also just want to be a more warm person. This is getting real, but I feel like a lot of the time my own insecurities keep me from showing love. It almost feels like the love that I give or the compassion that I give won't be accepted because it's not good enough, or I'm not worthy of giving that love. Almost like my compassion is less than that of someone else. And I realize that that's crazy. That doesn't make any sense. I'm really just trying to push myself to be a light because I want to be that person. Those are my 5 values that I've chosen for myself. Hope I gave a good description about why I chose each one and how I'm applying them to my life. Ultimately, I just want to be a crazy, amazing version of myself, and I can feel it starting to work. And through this, I feel like I can really build a self-love that is built on real values. So I totally recommend getting some values, picking some, writing them down, writing ways you can implement them in your life, what they mean to you, and kind of just sticking it somewhere you're gonna look at it. Every week I journal about my values and kind of what I've accomplished in my weekly review. I'll link that video somewhere. And it really helps you keep track of your progress. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching this. Let me know if you liked it. Great. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.